Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to PRC Foundation. I hope you are well by the grace of Almighty. Today I will discuss a critical summary of the play Date of Salesman. So here's the let's start the lecture. The story of tragedy starts when Willie Roman returns home at late night. He is very frustrated and looks haphazard. His life in very difficult situation since is not paid any salary from his company. He is now earning only from selling commission that is really insufficient for leading standard life. His decent and dutiful wife Linda Roman comes to him and tries to console him. She repeatedly tells Willie to talk to his boss Howard to post him in New York so that he can work without traveling. Willie tells that it may be possible if his former boss Frank Howard were live. Then Willie asks about their sons Beep and Happy. Linda reports Beep have just returned from the west to get settlement in the east. Willie criticizes Beep for his irresponsibility because Beep has already left 20 to 30 jobs and he went to the west for farming. And it is really shocking that Beep does not have any specific job, and it is really shocking that Beep does not earn. Linda requests Willie not to talk in such a way as to Beep. She offers her husband some sex, but Willie tells her that he is okay and wants to stay alone. Linda goes to bedroom for sleeping. Willie then takes meal from refrigerator and while drinking meal remembers past memories and get hallucinated. Willie first gets hallucinated how his elder brother Ben became a successful, rich and reputed diamond businessman at the age of 21. Ben went out for Alaska, that is one of the states of America, for searching his father, but he lost way and entered African jungle where he discovered a diamond mine. Thus only at age of 21 he became a successful businessman. Basically, Willie's hallucination as to his dead successful brother is his only dream to be a successful businessman, but he can never be this in his life. Willie also dreams how his two sons helps him to wash his car in their boyhood. At the moment too, Willie was not happy and successful salesman, but his dream was that his elder sons Beep would be a very successful businessman. His son would exceed Charlie in business. He always taught his sons that in business world the institutional knowledge was not so important, but rather performance, smart and handsome appearance and practical knowledge were pivotal. While dreaming, perhaps a glass fills in the floor from the table. Hearing this noise, Charlie comes to Willie's house. Willie asks Charlie whether he has card in his pocket. Willie offers Charlie for playing card, but Charlie suggests Willie that he need rest. But Willie mentions that he is perfectly okay. They start playing card. While playing card, Charlie offers Willie a job in his company. That insult Willie Roman very much. However, Charlie gives Willie company in playing cards, but suddenly Willie gets hallucination and he starts to talk his dead brother Ben. Saying this, Charlie gets leave of Willie Loman's. Then Willie Loman shout in hallucination. Hearing her talking sound, all the family members of Willie Loman get up from sleep. Linda takes Willie Loman to bedroom, but Beep rebukes his father behavior. Linda interprets Beep to talk in such way about his father. Willie has a fake man. Linda now rudely protests Beep, and she sorrowfully explained that their father's mental condition is very because 5 weeks ago in company stopped his salary and he is now earning just sales commissions, which is very trifling amount to carry family expenses. Since last 5 weeks, he secretly borrow $50 every week from Charlie, and he tells me that $50 in his weekend sale commission. Linda also informed her sons that their has tried to commit suicide for 2 times, though car accident in a bridge and suffocating breath with rubber tube. Happy tells his mother that he sent money for them. Linda reports with tears only $50 in the last Christmas day. On the other hand, Babe became furious to the authority of the company because his father has been working in the same for nearly 34 years. Babe tells his mother not to worry because he has great business idea which will solve all their problems. He offers Happy to be his business partner in sporting products, and the name of their company will be Loman Line. Hearing caution from bedroom, Willie Loman comes to kitchen and declare that this is $1 million idea. Beep tells his father that tomorrow will go to his former boss Bill Oliver to borrow some money so that he can start his business. Happy adds that he will also provide a handsome amount of money in business. Willie asks how much you will borrow Beep. Beep replies he does not know. Willie then tells him to borrow $15,000 from his ex-boss. Willie tells his wife that he will go to his boss to talk about his work in New York tomorrow and he will demand a fixed salary. Now the scene shifts to the morning. Linda tells Willie that an insurance premium is due. The last installment of refrigerator must be paid and the last mortgage of their house is also due. So she tells Willie to take $200 advance from his boss. Willie consoles his wife that everything will be okay. After breakfast, Willie sweetly mentioned that he has go to now because he is already late. At this moment, Linda informed Willie that the sons have already gone to their business and they will serve gigantic dinner in restaurant named Fun Chop House at 6 o'clock. Willie entered Howard Wagner's chamber and requested him for fixed salary and a salesman's post in New York because Willie has been posted in New England since his early stage of career. Now Willie is old and he has lost his strength to journey nearly 500 kilometers from New York every week. But it is a very ironic that his boss Howard Wagner tells him to work previously and show Willie a chart of his recent performance that is very poor. When Willie instead his boss for his demand, Howard forcefully fires Willie from his post. Being so frustrated, Willie goes to Charlie's office. Charlie's secretary Jenny informs Charlie about Willie's arrival. Charlie tries to console Willie and offers an official post in his office and tells Willie that he will be paid $50 per week. This offer adds fuel to Willie's frustration and he ready to return. But in the time, Willie noticed Charlie's only Bryant in decorated dress. Willie asks Charlie about Bryant's recent job. Charlie smilingly and satisfactorily answered that he his son's band. He is now a successful lawyer. He is now practice in Supreme State at Washington DC. Willie once again goes back to in his past memory because his elder son's Beep was Byrne's classmate. Byrne now is a popular man in the society, but his son is not popular. Willie's son Byrne was the famous football player in high school level. Willie feels guilty and he considers that he is heavily responsible for destroying his career. Now the scene returns to the restaurant. Happy asks Beep about the loan. Beep tells about the loan. He is a failure. His S-boss Bill Oliver says that he does not give any loan and even he could not recognize Beep. They plan that they will not tell their father about his failure. Willie reaches the restaurant and tell his sons that he has been rejected from the company. Hearing this news, Beep starts arguing with his father for Willie's wrong American dream, but Willie prevents to go to the washroom. On the other hand, Beep and Happy leaves the restaurant to prostitutes. While going to the washroom, Willie again goes back his past memory. He thinks that if his identity was not discovered by Beep, Beep's career would not be destroyed. When Beep fell in math in high school, and at that moment Beep went to Boston because he had went to meet his father, but here Beep has discovered a select relationship his father and Boston girl. Now the scenes return to Willie's house. Willie buys some seeds from the market and arriving at house he goes to backward and start to seeds for the purpose of gardening. Beep and Happy returned home. Linda asks them why they have misbehaved with his father. Beep requests his mother not to talk to him about his father because his father is totally funny. Willie in the kitchen thinks how he can rescue his family and sons, especially Beep from this crisis. At the time, in hallucination, he starts talking with Ben. His dead brother Ben now remembers his insurance policy that is worth $20,000. After his death, the money of the insurance policy will be given to his family. Now Willie strongly decides that he must commit suicide. He takes his car and drives very fast and commit suicide through accident. In Willie's funeral, nobody comes from outside. His family members, Charlie and Charlie's sons, finish his funeral. In review of the play that takes place several days later after Willie's funeral, Beep declares that his father was wrong but Happy remains unchanged, and he announced that he will prove it that his father was not wrong. Linda asks herself why Willie has committed suicide. She realizes that Willie has committed suicide. He has sacrificed his life to save his family and sons. So viewers, it's my lecture. Everybody will healthy and safe. Tata, bye bye.